Hello and welcome, not to a view from the cab, but a view from the car. I've been wanting to do a vlog. I was sitting in some traffic the other day in a different part of town, and in the queue of traffic next to me in the outside lane, there was a woman, and she's in a car, she's on her own, like a lot of people are. And she had all her stuff sort of spread across the back seat, and she had stuff in the front seat, all her stuff, you know, for whatever it is she's doing that day. And I thought, this is why the car always wins. That's why there's so much traffic, because the convenience that the car offers is, you know, second to none. I wanted to do this video here simply because this traffic is actually normally a lot worse than this. Normally I don't get this far before I'm stopped. Normally it's at that roundabout, whereas where I join the queue. I don't know exactly what's happening today, but the traffic gods are smiling, so I'm not gonna sort of knock it. Let's just clear that off there. So yeah, so as much as I think, well, I know that we need to improve public transport, we need to, I mean, this here is a result of no public transport. This is what happens. We're all in the car on our own, and I'm not excluding myself from that, because I'm in the car on my own, because I don't want to be leaving work, trudging to the bus stop, waiting for a bus that may or may not show up, to eventually get home after going round the houses. That's the big problem with public transport. It never just goes directly to where you want it to go. You have to go here, there and everywhere. You know, round the moon to get to the stars really does apply when it comes to public transport. And I mean, I know I'm a bus driver. I've been a bus driver for about 1 million years, so I know the situation. You can't just go somewhere, you know, you have to, I mean, public transport, there's a place nearby just down the road called Sheerness. It's the Isle of Sheppey, Sheerness. Not my most favourite place in the whole wide world, but nonetheless I did drive buses there for a couple of years, for one of the big bus companies. Drove buses over there, and it never just goes directly. We did a bus from Sheerness to Sittingbourne when I first started there, but it never just went directly there. You had to go round the moon to get to the stars. It was never quick, it was never easy, it was never painless. It was always a mission, you know. And eventually they said, well, nobody's really getting on this bus, are they? So we'd better change it, and they started to send it to Maidstone. Which, now, Sheerness to Maidstone is a good journey. It's not a bad little journey really. But by the time you've left Sheerness, gone through Minster, gone through halfway, you know, made your way through Iwade, gone through Bobbin, gone through Milton Regis, gone into Sittingbourne to see if there's anyone there, then made your way out of Sittingbourne and gone down Danaway, and you know, it's not just getting on with it. So anybody that wants to go from Sheerness to Maidstone, it's just going to take the car, because it's so time consuming. And if you want to go on the train from Sheerness to Maidstone, then you have to go to Sheerness station, which is at the one end of the island. It's not central. Then you have to go to Sittingbourne, change at Sittingbourne, come all the way up here to Chatham, change at Chatham to then go to Maidstone. And who in their right mind wants to do that? Nobody, you know. I certainly wouldn't want to do it. If I had the choice of taking the car or going on the Rattler, I wouldn't do it. or going on the bus. I wouldn't do it. I'd take the car every time, even if it meant sitting in some traffic, which is highly tedious, as we all know. So, and that's the big problem. This is why there's all this traffic here, because it's convenient for people, even sitting in this bit of traffic, 5 minutes worth of traffic. I mean, it's actually been quite good today. I don't know why it's been so generous. The traffic gods are in a really good mood today. You know, there's just no public transport out of this industrial estate. You know, where sort of a couple of thousand people work, and there's just nothing. There's no provision at all, and the local authority are a complete loss as to how to solve this particular problem. Is this Audi? Oh, she's gonna let me out. Look at that, an Audi let me out. That doesn't happen very often. Let's see if I can't demist my windscreen a little bit. It rained so hard yesterday and so long. Everything's just still wet because I had to get in the car wet. So, you know, I mean, Chatham, from the edge of this industrial estate, Chatham is just a few hundred yards. They could build a pedestrian tunnel if they really wanted to, you know, for pedestrians and cyclists. That'd help, because you can't, if you have to go through the tunnel, you're not allowed to walk through the tunnel, and you're not allowed to cycle through the tunnel, simply because it was intended to be for pedestrians and cyclists. But I was reading this thing, and it said the Medway Council just mucked it up, basically, because that's what they do. They do things that are almost really good, but then they sort of do stuff that lets it down, like they don't link up the pavements and they don't link up the cycle lanes, and then it's all a bit of a mess. And then they go, oh well, never mind, we'll just put some signs up that says no pedestrians and no cyclists. That'll fix it. But it doesn't fix it, because now people have lost the option. I mean, who's gonna get on a bicycle, even on a really nice day, and cycle an extra couple of 3 miles just to go through Strood and Rochester? Do you know what I mean? People are just not going to do it. They're just simply, you know, it's just not going to happen. Maybe if I was to put if I was to direct the blowers up to the windscreen instead of down at my feet, the windscreen might actually clear a bit. Might actually clear a bit better then, mightn't it? So all people want, and the sooner the powers that be realise this, is just quick, convenient travel. That's all people want out of life, is quick and easy travel. I mean, look at this road down here. I'm not going that way, you know. It's just all chocked up, and it's just not worth going that way. But luckily, we always know a shortcut. So yeah, I mean, look at all that traffic across there now. It's outrageous. And you know, it's been like that for years, 20 plus years. It's been the same way. It's been exactly the same. And there's no end in sight either, because nobody really knows what to do. Lay on some buses would probably be a good idea. Improve the public transport would probably be a good idea. But, you know, be imaginative. Build a pedestrian foot and cycle tunnel under the river into Chatham, so people can go directly to the main bus station hub. You know, but they won't. They just, I don't know. They just don't seem to want to do anything with it. Now, this was all flooded here as well yesterday, because of all the rain we had. It just rained non-stop yesterday. Heavy torrential rain all day. It was lovely. So anyway, so there you go. Just improve public transport. You don't need to make new roads. You just need to make public transport better and more accessible and cheaper, really. So there's my view from the car, such as it is. I'm nearly home, so I'll leave it there, and I'll catch up with you on the next one. Bye bye for now.